Kia ora, high pressure has been with us for a while, but we are finding things changing as we head through the weekend. High pressure starts to get squashed either side by features moving in from the north and the south, and they'll bring with them some more active weather, especially in the south by the end of Sunday. And in the North Island, what we'll find is as we head through the weekend, the return of some showers and perhaps even some thunderstorms, especially for those inland areas. For the rest of today, we'll find this weak feature draped across the southern parts of the North Island. That brings more cloud and perhaps a few spots of drizzle around this morning, but that'll clear off quite nicely, and most of us in for a dry story. For Saturday, those middle parts of the country, the place to be with plenty of dry weather there. Down in the south, you can see this lingering feature. That'll bring some wet weather later on. But up north, it's these showers that'll be ones to really watch out for. Some of them will be quite heavy, especially up through Northern, where there is a high risk of thunderstorms through the afternoon, and especially across that western side of the region, where the winds come in and meet the ones coming up from the south as well. That convergence is enough for the cloud to develop and build. So we often find along those western coasts some more active showers, not just for Northern, but also down towards Auckland and perhaps even in towards parts of Waikato as well. Keep an eye on the thunderstorm charts as we head through the daytime on Saturday. As we go towards Sunday, well, we're going to be watching out for more of those showers and thunderstorms developing, but this time I think a bit further south. As watch as we head through the afternoon, that rash of showers really developing quite nicely across the inland parts of the North Island, all the way from Northland, Auckland, down in towards the Bay, Plenty, Taupo, Waikato, Waitomo, something to watch out for. While down in the south, our next active system is running towards us. This area of low pressure through here, you can see those winds in a clockwise fashion around that, pushing that rain in towards parts of Westland and Fiordland by the end of the day. There's a heavy rain watch in force from about 9 p.m. on Sunday through to Monday morning for parts of Fiordland, but it is going to be a wet story. Again, those middle parts of the country, parts of Canterbury up towards Marlborough, Wellington, looking like a pretty decent story. Just watching out for those more active showers in the north and this next area of wet weather, which moves northwards as we head in towards Monday. Heavy rainfall on those western coasts and stronger northwesterly winds on the other side of the hills, but I think generally it's a case of the wetter weather, the western side, and still more showers and thunderstorms springing up ahead of that front as we head through Monday as well for the North Island. So it looks like a fairly active story. We'll find things do get a little bit drier further south as this front pulls away back into a bit more of a southerly, so perhaps a little bit more of a cooler temperatures, or back down towards average. I think those northwesterly winds will be bringing some warmer temperatures through the weekend. You can see by the time we head towards the end of the day on Tuesday, there's another area of wet weather just lingering through here. Low pressure through here, there's lingering front up here, and that runs closer towards us. Also keep an eye up towards the north, another area of low pressure develops there. In terms of our rainfall pattern, one of the things we're watching out for the North Island will be those showers that spring up during Saturday and Sunday. Now, these could potentially be quite heavy with the risk of thunder, but they'll also be quite localised. So although you can see those blue colours here through, say, Waikato, Bay, Plenty, Aotearoa, Taupo, and up towards the Coromandel, I think there is going to be some good gaps between those showers. But I think particularly Sunday afternoon, well worth keeping a close eye on the radar charts. Similarly, particularly for those western parts of the northern region, worth keeping up to date with the forecast, particularly for Saturday afternoon and for Sunday, when you get that daytime heat in, helping to lift that cloud and build those showers. Generally dry down towards the likes of Wellington and up this eastern coast. But I think as we head down towards the South Island, that's where we start to find our next lot of more active weather pushing through. That low pressure arriving during Sunday, bringing that rainfall in towards parts of Fiordland and Western. Remember, we've got that heavy rain watch already in place for parts of Fiordland and Westland as we head through Sunday night into Monday morning. We may find that gets extended up in towards the north during Monday as well. Drier out towards the east, but we'll find those northwesterly winds picking up, something to watch out for. In terms of our temperatures, we've seen highs up to about 29 this week, and I think we're still looking at some pretty high temperatures as we head in towards next week as well. Those oranges and reds showing that warm air coming across us. Northwesterly is always a good direction for high temperatures around these eastern coasts. Something to watch out for as we head through Monday and into the start of Tuesday. But you can see once we head in towards Tuesday, those southwesterly winds back towards us, pushing back up from the south. Not cold, but just not as high as we've seen over the last few days. So something to watch out for. It will be still a fairly unsettled story in towards next week. We're watching out for another area of low pressure potentially moving in across the North Island as we head through Thursday. Runs through fairly quickly. Our next pulse of rain runs in from the west. These pressure charts showing the greens and blues, low pressure there. But by the time we head in towards next week end, I should say. High pressure, those oranges are back with us, bringing some more settled weather, hopefully by the time we head towards Sunday. And that's it from me. This is more at MetService.com.